Hi, I am Professor Madhavan, Don Bosco College, Yelagiri Hills. I am going to take the subject World Military History and I am from Defense and Strategic Studies Department. And we are going to see the topic of World Military History 1. In this syllabus, we are going to see, in the Unit 1, we are going to see military system in ancient Greek, military system in ancient Rome, military system in medieval period, and the last two unit is about World War 1 and 2. Yes, we can see in the overview of each units. Unit 1, in this unit you will learn all about the ancient Greek military system and organization and the battles fought between Greek and Persia, and at last you will learn about the Greco-Persian wars. And Unit 2 you will learn about the Rome military organization, the battles fought between Rome and Carthage, and then at last you will be learning about the Julius Caesar military campaign and Rome, how did they regain their territory from Carthage. And Unit 3 you will get the knowledge about military in medieval period. Medieval period in the sense you will learn about French Revolution and then Napoleon's art of warfare and Gustav Adolphus. You will learn about all these three. And Unit 4. In this unit you will get the opportunity about knowing about the causes of World War 1, trench warfare, the effect of gas, role of air and naval power, and then military lessons, League of Nations, what they did, why did they get failure, and all the above you will be learning in World War 1. And for World War 2, it's in Unit 5th unit, you will be learning about role of air and naval forces, blitzkrieg tactics, and military lessons learned in World War 2. Okay, now we get into the topic. Now we are going to see about the Unit 1. Unit 1 in the sense ancient Greek military organization. Ancient Greek military organization, it refers to the oldest military organization formed in the world. It refers, introduction, if we see the introduction, the European civilization has its origin in Greek over 3000 years ago. Over 3000 years ago, the Greek civilization has been formed. The peninsular geography of Greece had divided them into many small independent states. Hence, the Greeks spent their time in colonizing and expanding their empire by capturing small territories. They expand their territory by capturing small cities. Okay. During the same period, the Persian kingdom also expanded their territory. So the Greco-Persian war, they was supposed to happen in the earlier time. Next, both the armies, both Greek and Persia, they have developed their army in such a way. Persia developed and believed in the quantity, but Greek believed in their quality. Okay. In the development of army, the world firstly witnessed the infantry, cavalry, archery, and elephantry. And infantry is simply known as the soldiers. Infantry is considered as the main unit for Greek. Phalanx is nothing but the infantry of the Greek. It is the most powerful army comprised of trained and heavy weaponed soldiers with a large shaped, rectangular shaped formation in the battlefield. It is also called as a tight rectangle formation in the battlefield. It is called as phalanx. Okay. It is also known as heavy infantry. The individual soldiers of a phalanx are called as hoplites. Each single soldier of a phalanx is called as hoplite. The light infantry of the phalanx was known as pistola. They are equipped with leather jackets, light shields, etc., and trained for rapid movements. Archers is nothing but the most wanted units of both Greek and Persians was the archers. The archers were added to the battle formation of 30 arrows in each unit. Cavalry, they were mostly used for transportation, exchange of information from one place to another. They are mainly used for protecting their flanks. They are mainly used for protecting their flanks, and then they relied on the encirclement. Encirclement in the sense they are used to encircle the enemy forces. Navy. The conflict between Greek and Persia are both on land and sea brought significant changes in their strategy and in their art of warfare. The seafaring made the Greek state to become the most powerful state to colonize other weaker states and to promote trade. Okay, for navy, both the armies, especially Greek and Persia, they were made the navy force to establish their colony. They were made the Greek navy force to establish their colony over the weaker state. They were used to expand their territory over the weaker states. Okay. Warships were built according to the quantity of the persons, soldiers, and they were mainly used for transporting and for giving supplies of goods. There are five types of warships: Pentaconter, Bireme, Trireme, and Quinquereme. Pentaconter, Bireme, Trireme, and Quinquereme. Pentaconter warship were about 30 feet long and narrow in its shape. It had 25 benches with 50 oarsmen were accommodated in 2 rows and on each side. The speed of the ship is increased by increasing the number of oarsmen and reducing the payload. Bireme. The ship with a long and narrow shaped designs had 2 tiers or 2 decks, that is one above the other. Each deck having 25 benches with 50 oarsmen on each bench. It increased the number of oarsmen to 100. When you compare Pentaconter and Bireme, it is 50% more than the Pentaconter. Exactly the same way is Trireme. It is also 50 is extra when compared to Bireme. Where Pentaconter is 50, Bireme is 100, and Trireme is 150. That is single deck, 2 deck, and here Trireme is 3 deck. Quinqueremes is more than 3. That is 4 and above. These warships are built with more than 5 decks, 4 and above, one above the other, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the ships had very large in terms of height and breadth. The payload of the ship had increased to many fold. It can deliver any number of soldiers, weapons, and other war materials. These ships were used as the reserve camp of an army. Okay. The first battle between Greek and Persia in the year 490 BC. It's called as Battle of Marathon. Battle of Marathon in the sense it is between Greek and Persia. The main reason is the Persia wanted to expand its territory. The main reason is the Persia wanted to expand its territory. At the same time, the Greek also wanted to expand their territory. So the Persians decided to take a revenge or take an attack on the Greek. So hence the Battle of Marathon just took place in the year 490 BC. You can see the battle diagram which I have given in your PPT. Introduction. During 490 BC, Darius I became the king of Persia. King of Persia is nothing but the present day Iraq and Syria. He wanted to colonize all the city-states of Greeks. King Darius sent envoys to force the Greek cities to surrender to Persia. However, the Greek cities of Athens, Spartans, and Corinth did not surrender to Persia. Hence, the world witnessed the Greco-Persian Wars from 490 BC to 479 BC. Almost nearly 29 years, the Greco-Persian War took place. Initially, Darius sent to Greek to surrender to them, but the Greek refused as they compressed of Athens, Spartans, and Corinth. Persians. The plan of Persian was to drag the Athens from Athens army from city to the battleground. Therefore, the Greek forces were separated from the supplies. The Persians relied upon his army of 1,49,000. So the Persian consists of 1,49,000 soldiers in their hand. The Persian commander was Darius, King Darius I. The Persian army was reliant on numerical superiority, that is, they are numerically superior than Greek. Next is Greek formation. The Greek army was about 40,000 in all. When compared to Persia, Greek is 1,09,000 number less than Persia. They relied upon qualitative superiority in terms of training and skill. They believed in their self, that is their skill and training. The Greek army had decided to take initiative by delivering their first attack on Persian army. It is to provoke the Persian army to attack Greek army, that is to provoke the Persian army to attack Greek army. Initially they took attack, they acted like attacking. So initially they will see, if you come like this and return back, they will start to attack on you. This is the strategy used by Greek over Battle of Marathon. The flanks are guarded by cavalry forces and waiting for the Persians to enter in them. Retreating Greek army. Finally, the cavalry on the both sides may close its battle formation behind the Persian army lines. Okay, initially we saw cavalry are used for encircling the opponent army. Hence, the history of warfare witnessed the Greek strategy of double encirclement. Okay. Battle. As per the plan, the Greek army and the militates had executed a surprise attack on Persian troops. After some time, the Greek army was retreating to allow the Persian army to chase. The cavalry forces were waiting at the flanks and closed its formation behind the Persian army lines. The numerical superior Persian army was encircled by a numerical inferior Greek army and massacred the Persian army. Yes, as we saw, the numerical superiority does not work here. As the strategy of Greek, they made the double encirclement over the Persian army. Their numerical superiority is completely demolished in this battle. Okay, result. The history of warfare has witnessed the first ever battle recorded with evidence by historians. The Greek won the glorious victory against the Persians at a cost of 192 soldiers dead. But the Persians had lost 6,400 soldiers and the remaining soldiers were captured as POW, that is prisoners of war. Therefore, in remembrance of the Greek victory at the marathon, even today an event in Olympic Games called marathon race is conducted. Okay, based on this battle of marathon, in Olympic Games we conduct a special game called marathon. Okay, the very next battle of Greek and Persia is 480 BC Battle of Salamis. Battle of Salamis is nothing but a naval battle which is converted into a land battle. A naval battle which is converted into a land battle. So this is what we are going to see in this Battle of Salamis, 480 BC. In introduction we come to see the Battle of Salamis was important naval battle for nearly 2000 years, as there were no naval battle in the upcoming years. The Battle of Salamis has been considered as the most important strategy of converting a sea battle into a land battle over the decks of ship. It was the victory of the Greek over the Persians which allowed the Greek civilization to grow. Okay, battle formation. The Greek took an advantage of such situation and started attacking the Persian fleet. The tactics adopted by the Greek was making the Persian heavy ships to get crumbled, that is to get into a narrow space. As the Persian ships are very large in size and height, they cannot enter into a small narrow space in that naval fleet, naval path. So the Greek are planned to give a surprise attack. The Greek soldiers were fighting a land battle on the decks of Persian ship. The Battle of Salamis was standing as a best example to demonstrate on Greek victory. The Persians were overconfident and hence they were taken by a surprise by the Greek. The Persian had lost all the ships. The Persian lost all the ships in this naval battle. Next. Causes of the defeat of Persia. All the military operations were planned were never executed properly. They never executed their plan properly. They believed in quality rather than quality. They believed in quality. Throughout these wars, Greco-Persian wars, the Persians, they completely believe in their superiority, numerical superiority, and they never believe their strategy, which is one of the first reason for their defeat. There was no coordination between the forces, especially between the infantry and cavalry, that is between the soldiers and their horses. That is between their soldiers and their horses. There is no coordination between them. The weapons of Persians were inferior to Greek. When compared to Greek, Persians had very weak and less weapons. Most of the ships of Persians were large in size, so they couldn't travel into a narrow space. The Persians were fighting their battle on a foreign battleground without proper training, and therefore they lacked discipline and commitment. Whichever battle they fought, it is out of their hometown, that is nearby city or nearby place or nearby country. They used to travel and then fight. So they never had a proper training and proper cooperation among them. This is the diagram you can see. The Athens fleet is coming here and surrounding them in their both sides. Surrounding them in both sides. You can see the fleet coming in the narrow space, and the Athens fleet. Athens is nothing but the Greek fleet. They are covering them into the narrow space, so they jump into the nearby island, Sinorissa. Okay, Sinorissa. This is the land they fought the Battle of Salamis. With this, they conclude the Battle of Salamis. Okay, the information I have been provided till now will be useful for you, and hope you have a nice day. Thank you.